Hello, brothers and sisters. I have you looking up at the sky. I doubt you can see any stars, but I have you looking up there because that's where our Father is. And on the last video I did called "It's Always Darkest Before the Dawn," uh, I I posted on there what I was saying, and if you read all the way through it, I said that I was going to talk more about Jared, son of Mahalalel. Um, just through research and studying, and you know, and I just want to tell you this so you can compare it to however you want to compare it to your life or what you are seeing. And Jared was the sixth from Adam, the sixth from Adam, and the sixth, that's the number of man, is 6. And in Jared's time, I don't know if anybody's read the book of Adam and Eve, but some people say that, books like this we shouldn't read or whatever, but I think we should look at everything as much as we can. But anyways, in the time of Jared, he was to be at the cave of treasures, and all the children were to come to the father. And there was 10 fathers, Adam through Noah. Of course, there was a lot of children, but there were the fathers, and they lived on a mountain. And all the children were to come to the father, whose ever turn it was, and they were to ask his counsel on everything. So he was standing at the cave of treasures, and the children of Cain lived down off of the mountain. And what happens is the wicked one comes with a bunch of his fallen angels and disguise themselves as Adam and all of Jared's fathers before him. And they convince him that they have a place that they want to take all of the children of Adam and Seth. They want to take them there. And it takes a little convincing, but of course the wicked one's sly with his tongue, and he gets Jared to go along with it. And anyways, the whole point is that they take him down to the children of Cain. And of course the wicked one and his fallen have themselves looking very handsome and, all of this. And so the children of Cain see them, and they bring their wives, they bring their daughters, and all of that. And what happens? Jared is looking at what's going on, and he's like, I never saw any of my fathers doing these things. And he started praying. As soon as he started praying, the wicked one and the fallen left. They could not stand in the presence of Jared praying. Now, he was stuck, surrounded by the children of Cain. And he prayed again. And an angel came and took him and put him back up on the mountain. And he goes back walking to the cave of treasures, and in the meantime the children have been coming to the cave looking for him, and they can't find him. So when they see him coming, they all run and hug him and hang around his neck and kiss him, and and he's so sorrowful, so sorrowful. And so also, when we're reading in the Bible, in chapter 6, it says that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, and, we know all of that. This story to me parallels with what has happened. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, and you can even see it in the time we are now. There's this there's just something going on that we just quite don't understand. But I just hope that meant something, and for whatever it's worth, I just wanted to share that it's been put being I've been feeling like I needed to say that. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is when Jesus wrote in the sand. Everybody asks, what did he write? And it's because the Pharisees were always trying to trick Jesus, and they brought a woman and said that she had committed adultery, and they wanted him to help stone her. So he talks to him a little bit, and then he bends down into the sand and he writes with his finger. And then he stands up and he talks a little more, and he bends down and he writes with his finger. And everybody, what did he write? What did he write in the sand? Well, what he wrote in the sand was, the law. He wrote the law into the sand. Where's the accomplice? Where's your witnesses? He wrote the law. But even more fascinating than that is that he wrote with his finger in the sand. He wrote with his finger into the sand. What did God do with Moses on Mount Sinai? He wrote the law with his finger into the stone. I had read that on a comment that somebody had said about how he wrote in the sand, and comparing it to when God wrote the commandments onto the stone tablets for Moses. And it just blew me away, because the Pharisees were trying to trap Jesus, and all the things that happened was because they said that he was blaspheming God by calling himself God and forgiving sin. But he showed them right there that he was God, because he wrote the law with his finger in the sand, just how God, which is Jesus, wrote on the stone the 10 Commandments. It just blew me away. Another thing I wanted to talk about real quick is pictures of Christ in the Old Testament. And I want to go to Moses, when he had just brought all the people out of Egypt, and they're standing at the Red Sea, and here comes Pharaoh and his army to destroy them all. And they're trapped by the Red Sea. And Moses, with his staff, raises his staff, the staff that represents the cross. And he lifts it up, and the sea opens up. And to me, the Red Sea is representing Jesus' blood. So when he raises the staff, the seas part. His blood opens like the door. I am the door. I am the way. and the seas parted, showing the people the way, and they crossed the Red Sea. And here comes the Pharaoh and his army representing the wicked one and his fallen, who are always pursuing us, always chasing us. But Christ is the door, and he opens the door, just like parting the Red Sea, and all of the people go through, and then here's Pharaoh and his soldiers representing the fallen, and Jesus' blood, the Red Sea, crashes in, destroying them all, leaving the children on the other side on their way to paradise, to the land flowing with milk and honey. I just wanted to share that with you guys. God bless. Love you all.